Reddit shares surging 30% to kick off the company's first full week as a publicly traded stock. The stock's options debuting today with some eye-popping numbers. Let's get straight to Mike Khouw with all the action. Hey, Mike, what are you seeing?
Yeah, so Reddit traded over 81,000 contracts today. That would have placed it ranked 30th in the Russell 1000 if it was in the Russell 1000, above JP Morgan. And right now, the options are pricing some pretty violent moves. If you take a look at the April straddle, basically it's implying that the stock could move about 35% higher or lower over the course of the next 3 weeks. But actually, considering how much it moved today, that seems very fairly priced to me. The busiest contract were the April 75 calls. Those are 25% out of the money. Over 7,000 of those traded buyers of those calls, obviously betting that today's rally could continue.
Wow. Do you interpret this, Mike, and I would, that this is retail action?
Well, there is a lot of retail action. And actually, 81,000 contracts, given the fact that the stock traded 22 million. Oftentimes, when you see these really volatile stocks, you'll actually start to see that the option volume will exceed the equity volume. This, because it was the first day, maybe some people weren't even aware that they were able to trade these things yet. But the one thing you do expect is that over time, usually over the first couple of weeks, you have this really high volatility, and then it'll start to fall off steadily as people sort of find a level for the stock, and the options premiums will also come in a bit.
All right. Mike, thanks, as always. Mike Khouw. Meantime, the original meme stock, GameStop, shares seeing their best day since November, up more than 15% today. The company reports earnings tomorrow. And check out Digital World Acquisition Corp. Soaring 35%. It will complete its merger with the parent company of Donald Trump's Truth Social tomorrow under the ticker DJT. So it will convert tomorrow to that. I don't know. What do we make of this action overall and these sort of meme riskier names? But, the action in Reddit is very interesting considering the huge dramatic surge that we've seen since the debut.
Well, I think if you think about what's going on in the semiconductor space, there's been a narrowing within that too, right? So we've seen that over the last, let's call it week. We've lost AMD, lost Intel, but you still have SMCI and NVIDIA pushing higher. So I think the idea that there's more supply coming on the market, new stories that people can pick through, that sort of thing. Look at this Astera Labs. It was up 23% today. Look at how Bitcoin's traded or some of the stocks that are related to Bitcoin, that sort of thing. It just seems like there is demand for scarcity right now, which seems like a great time to bring your private company to market if you are considering such a thing, especially when you consider the S&P at NASDAQ at all-time highs.
Well, Bitcoin's over 70,000. I mean, there's definitely a correlation there. I mean, the risk frenzy that's going on with some of the same investor group. I mean, I don't. What was the news in GameStop today? I mean, why?
I mean, they're going to have earnings tomorrow.
Right. But
short squeeze in earnings.
So here's the point. I don't follow GameStop, so but I don't want to follow GameStop. I mean, I'm not even sure what goes on there. So I mean, I think there's a lot of stocks in this milieu that are rallying with all the risk on right now. Markets are at all-time highs.
Yeah, I think Reddit is somewhat of a poster child for that retail trading cohort that is sophisticated, perhaps a bit angry or anti, as they say. And I wouldn't be surprised to see this stock continue to trade with quite a bit of volatility. I think they expected that. And I think we shouldn't be surprised to see the options activity, being that has been the cohort of retail investors that have really grasped on to squeezing companies through optionality and gamma squeezes.
By the way, Reddit shares are up 9% after hours.